Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I've got a very exciting early review and we're going to be deep diving into Titanic on 4K Ultra HD. Now this was sent to me a full 2 weeks before the release date for me to dive into this, test it, review it, and share all of those results here in this video with all of you. I can tell you today I'm doing my exclusive 4K versus the previous Blu Ray release image comparisons up above. That's where I pull all the native data off of each of the discs and show you side by side up above what the image quality differences are, so that way you know how this actually looks in comparison to the previous Blu Ray release. And then at the end I always wrap up my reviews with my sum up total review score that lets you know the total quality of this and if this is actually an upgrade that you should buy or if it's something you should add to your collection. Now, if after you get done watching this video and hearing my review score at the end, you do decide you want to buy Titanic on 4K Ultra HD, I put the direct Amazon sale link as a pinned comment in the comment section right below this video. That link down there never costs you, the viewer, even a penny extra, but it does help to support the creation of all of this exclusive content you watch every single week here on my YouTube channel. So make sure if you're going to buy this or add this to your collection, always use those direct Amazon sale links I post right down there below. Now to start off with, I'm going to show you the 2012 Blu-ray release up above. That's the Blu-ray release I've owned for many years, and I've watched it probably about 5 or 6 times. The image on it is slightly softer. It is a good looking Blu-ray though, and to be honest with you, I've enjoyed it over the years. And this is where I always find it interesting. When I start comparing and analyzing things side by side, that's where things drastically do surprise me sometimes. In comparison to the brand new 4K Ultra HD release from Paramount, and this is James Cameron's epic blockbuster Titanic film, this got a brand new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original camera negative. I can tell you, for this 4K release, it is a native 4K 2160p. Now what you're probably noticing right off the bat when you start to notice the image comparisons above between the previous 2012 Blu-ray and this new 4K release is the amount of depth and details that are present on this new 4K. It is a very dramatic increase in what you can see and perceive in depth in the image that was lacking on the previous Blu-ray when you actually sit down and compare them side by side. It really did surprise me how much was present on this that really was a softer appearance on the previous Blu-ray release that I really was shocked with and wasn't expecting when I put this in. Now I can tell you there was another big surprise. This does have a very nice and stable light layer of original film grain present on it. It is nicely filmic from beginning to end. There was no instabilities, there was no fluctuations, there was no blocking, banding, digital noise whatsoever from beginning to end of this 4K Ultra HD release. And I'll say that was a big shocking surprise for me because the 4K image has such a dramatic increase in not only what you see but the stability of the image overall in comparison to the previous Blu-ray that when you go back and forth, man, there was fluctuations in the image on the previous Blu-ray. There was some slight digital noise on the previous Blu-ray throughout the runtime. Now, it's obviously a very long film, but no matter how long I watched it from beginning to end, I had zero issues with the image and instabilities, digital noise, blocking, nothing. It is literally one of those pristine looking, with the natural film grain that really surprised me, 4K transfers. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down there and give this video a like and a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you never miss out on any of these advanced and early reviews, just like this one. Paramount Studios sent this to me 2 weeks early for me to dive in, test, and review for all of you. So make sure to go down there and give this video a like and a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now I have some more good news to share about this new 4K release. Not only is it a native 4K, but we also got Dolby Vision and HDR10 on. And I can tell you that is another drastic improvement you will notice. Skin tones have much more vibrancy and life to them than on the previous Blu-ray. The previous Blu-ray, as I said, I enjoyed. But it's really one of those amazing things sometimes when you sit down and start to compare them side by side that you start to notice things that on the previous Blu-ray you thought, hey, that was pretty good, until you see how amazing it looks on this new 4K release. Skin tones literally were a surprising and drastic upgrade over what I noticed on the previous Blu-ray. Overall colors, because of the wider color gamut, between the Dolby Vision and HDR10, there's only about a 5% variance that I noticed. Dolby Vision having just a 5% better overall tone and look than the HDR10. But let me tell you, both the HDR10 and that Dolby Vision are stunning upgrades over the previous Blu-ray. No matter which setup you have, whether you support HDR10 or Dolby Vision, you're going to be blown away by the implementation and how nice it is from beginning to end. There is no black crush, but there is brilliant whites and inky blacks, never venturing into black crush ever. Talking about amazing 4K transfers, if you haven't checked out Oppenheimer or The Fugitive on 4K Ultra HD, you need to check out those reviews on this YouTube channel. I did them here just a few days ago. I did get those in a week early for review as well. And let me tell you, you do not want to miss out on either of those 4K transfers either. And those are something you need to watch those reviews as well, because I had a lot of exciting information to share in those videos. But let me tell you, the good news does not stop there with the image. There is another massive treat and exciting upgrade we got on this in a brand new English Dolby Atmos audio mix. Let me tell you, I have tested hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 4Ks over the years. And I always go through what makes a Dolby Atmos mix good or bad. For me, when I test them, it has to be immersive. What that means is it needs to feel like I'm sitting in the middle of the film with everything going around, above, behind me, that I feel like literally I'm sitting in the middle of what's going on in the film and everything's happening around me, that I feel like I was really a part of it, and it draws me into it and is a very immersive experience. Let me tell you, for the new Dolby Atmos mix they did on this, it completely annihilates and destroys that previous Blu-ray release's audio mix. I was amazed at how much LFE it had, how very crisp, clean, and clear sounding it was, that there was sound effects and little things like clip-clopping of high heels on the deck of the Titanic, and little things like the birds flying above, and things you could hear that I never heard on that previous audio mix ever. You really felt like things were constantly going on. It's a very, very active and robust Dolby Atmos mix. It uses the height channels outstandingly well, that you feel like there's constant things that it uses. I mean, obviously when Titanic is going down, man, you want some stuff that's gonna knock the windows off your house and your neighbor's house? Man, let me tell you, when Titanic is going down, there is some amazing bass, and then obviously you have LFE, and then you have obviously the height channels being used, and then with the epic and beautiful score. Let me tell you, I love the score for this film. I still own the soundtrack on CD and on, I think I even have it on cassette still, even though I don't have a cassette player anymore. But anyhow, shows my age. But as far as that goes, I've loved the soundtrack. I've had it for years. I listen to it over and over again. But let me tell you something exciting. I have never heard the score sound as good as it does on this Dolby Atmos audio mix. It is so beautiful sounding, and it really is one of those that, to me, it was kind of a breathtaking experience, that I felt like I was watching this film for the first time all over again. And I've seen this film in cinemas originally. I went to see it 3 times when it first came out. I've seen it in re-releases like twice. My wife and I have watched it numerous times on the Blu-ray release. I've watched it on the DVD release before that. I've even watched it on the VHS release way before that. That's how many times I've seen this film. Watching it in this beautiful and gorgeous presentation was really just sometimes breathtaking. I am amazed they kept the natural layer of film grain from beginning to end. Now, I am going to reference one thing. The film did come out in 1997, and some of the special effects and things like that do have a softer appearance. That is not something wrong with what they did for this release. It's never going to go away, because that's the effects that were available. CGI and things like that that they had available at that time in 1997 is always going to be present in that quality on this release. But let me tell you, the image for the actors, the sky, the sea, and everything, even the special effects, never looked as amazing as they do on this 4K transfer. They kept that film grain and everything so naturally and filmic throughout it that you sit there just kind of like with your mouth open. I'll be honest with you, my wife and I were watching it as I was testing and reviewing it, and we're both just sitting there like this, and that's rare. I mean, like I said, I've tested hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 4Ks. This is one of those. I was amazed at the quality that I was not only listening to, but viewing. And let me tell you, I was enjoying every single second of watching and testing this release out. And just referring to that Dolby Atmos mix again, it is in the elite top tier Dolby Atmos audio mixes that I've ever tested and reviewed. And that's pretty darn surprising because I have tested some amazing Dolby Atmos audio mixes over the years. Now, showing you what you get in this set. It does come with this beautiful slipcover. It says first time on 4K Ultra HD. I do like the artwork they used on it. On the side here, it does say Titanic on it. Then on the back, it talks about the film. Now, I will touch on the special features. We get a bunch of new special features. So I did dive into those. We get over 15 hours of bonus content that takes you deeper into Titanic. I'm just reading that from there. But you do get new documentaries. You do get new things about the score. You get new interviews with James Cameron, John Landau, and Kate Winslet, new fan art gallery, 3 new audio commentaries, and much more. And let me tell you, there was a massive amount. There's actually a separate Blu Ray disc included in this set that's dedicated solely to special features and bonus features. There literally was so much stuff to dive into. You'll have days and days worth of content. If you want to know every single thing about the making of this film, the history of Titanic, the musical score, the special effects, it's all included in this set. Now, when you get inside here, this is your Blu Ray disc, which has all your special features in it. This is your 4K. I tested both of these as I always do. This Blu Ray disc is 100% region-free. 4K disc, 100% region-free. You'll have no issues playing either disc no matter where you live worldwide. Both discs are 100% region-free. That Amazon link I posted down there below ships anywhere worldwide, so you don't have to worry about ordering it because you'll be able to play everything no matter where you live. Now, I did dive into and test out the rough average bitrate. I can tell you this has a high and healthy rough average bitrate of 63 megabits per second. It's very good for the runtime of this film. And to be honest with you, I'm amazed it's that high of a rough average bitrate for how long the runtime is in the first place. You're talking about a film that's 194 minutes long with that high and healthy of a rough average bitrate is very impressive and a very good job from Paramount. Now, getting to my review score. For James Cameron's epic blockbuster Titanic on 4K Ultra HD, this gets a marvelous reference quality 9.9. That is a first. And let me tell you, the Dolby Vision, the HDR10, and that amazingly immersive Dolby Atmos earned it that 9.9 elite status 4K Ultra HD release. You must buy this. You must have this in your collection and experience Titanic in the ultimate viewing and listening experience that this film has ever been available in. And let me tell you, I actually thought it looked better and sounded better than any of the times I've ever experienced it in cinemas. And that's pretty rare. Wow, what an experience. Bravo, James Cameron, Paramount Studios. You provided a reference quality, absolutely marvelous 9.9 review score. Really was a wow experience that shocked me. I did not go into this thinking I was going to get the experience that I did on this. And let me tell you, recently, there have been 3 releases that have all been outdoing each other. This one outdoing them all. But if you have not checked out The Fugitive, if you have not checked out Oppenheimer, literally those were some amazing 4K releases. This one surpasses those. And this is a massive treat you will love watching year after year for one of the greatest and biggest box office sensations of all time. This film got the restoration and it got the 4K release that it actually deserved. I am so thrilled and so happy to tell you, you will enjoy watching this and experiencing it. If you have a properly and professionally calibrated high-end home display and home theater, especially if you have an immersive Dolby Atmos home setup in the first place, You'll be blown away at what's provided on this 4K Ultra HD set. You will say it was worth every single penny you spent to own and experience this amazing film in a reference quality 4K Ultra HD release. We are living in an amazing time for physical media collectors. The amount of amazing releases, 3 in a row here, that are all outstanding reference quality releases, it's an amazing time. You should be thrilled with what we're getting. Still can't believe 3 in a row, and this one being the best of them all yet, is really just shocking to me. Loved this. Make sure if you're gonna buy this and add this to your collection, use that direct Amazon sale link I posted down below. Those are always extremely important to this YouTube channel. They never cost you, the viewer, a penny extra when you click on those links down there, but they are extremely important for me to be able to continue creating, testing, and analyzing all of these 4K releases for many years to come. Always support this channel by using those direct Amazon sale links down there below. Doesn't cost you anything extra to support this channel simply by clicking on that link down there below. If you want to help to support this channel and become a Collectors VIP Club member as well, join my Collectors VIP Club. Only costs you a couple of bucks every month, but it does make a big difference in me constantly being able to pay for the software to test and analyze every single one of these 4K releases for all of you. I do want to say thank you to every one of my current Collectors VIP Club members and every single one of you that clicks on those links down there and helps to support this channel. Every single one of you are incredibly important and valuable, and I want to say thank you for all of your support over the years. I do really appreciate it. Start the conversation in the comment section below and let me know, how excited are you now that I've done all my testing and analysis, exclusive comparisons up above that you've seen? How excited are you for Titanic now? Now I know this is probably one of the earliest reviews I've done. This is a full 2 weeks before it even releases, but I do want to say big shout out and thank you to Paramount Studios for sending this to me 2 weeks early for review. It's been great getting these in from the studios and I always appreciate it. Never affects my review scores when studios send them to me, as most of you know that have followed me for years, but I do appreciate they send these to me for review so I can do this for all of you. This is a very exciting release. Share your excitement below. Let me know. How thrilled are you to experience this now? I was shocked and I was blown away. It was an amazing experience, very immersive and very enjoyable. I truly hope all of you have a blessed day. I've always got something new, very early and exclusive coming out very soon.